Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Yoda. Hello, I'm Carla, psychotherapist and mindset coach, and on this channel, I help you get unstuck and reach your goals by exploring topics that shift your mindset so you can live your highest potential. Of course, Yoda has all of the amazing wise quotes, and the whole metaphor of light versus dark, fear versus faith is one that we all struggle with. It is the age-old story of the hero's journey. Are we going to rise up and fight against the darkness and be on the side of light, of good, of creation, or are we going to get dragged down to fear, to the darkness, to destruction? I know I personally in my life have definitely faced my demons, and I continue to face them as they come up. I also work in the mental health field, and I see it every single day. The mind truly is a space that is our battlefield. If we do not proactively shine the light, let the light in, it's by default dark. So this idea of light versus dark, there's a concept that really helps me. It's a drawing, and I'm going to show you right now. This stick figure represents the mind. There's our body. This is our conscious thinking mind, conscious. This is our subconscious feeling or emotional mind. We take action in the body. Depending on our action, we get results. I've made many other videos on the mind, this little drawing here that really helps conceptualize and understand the mind better. But for this video, I just want to use this image to get the point across of light versus dark. So say this represents our mind. We have the two parts, conscious, subconscious, those two parts. Now, are we using the force, the lightness, or are we in the darkness? Let's say light is represented by the positive sign. Darkness is represented by the negative sign. We'll say this is ignorance and this is knowledge. Light, dark. When we are in a state of ignorance or in darkness, we cannot see, we don't know what is ahead. It leads to worry and doubt in our conscious thinking mind, which then drops down into our subconscious mind, a feeling of fear. So fear sets in our feeling mind, in our subconscious mind. Now that is expressed in the body with things such as anxiety, which we suppress, which causes depression, which keeps our body in a state of dis-ease or disease, and ultimately disintegration. Now, the other side of knowledge or light creates a level of understanding in our conscious thinking mind, which leads to a feeling of faith in our subconscious or emotional mind, expressed in the body as well-being, a state where we can express, move into action instead of being in an inert state, and we feel at ease. Our body is at ease, leading to creation, a creative state. So as Yoda says, on the dark side, fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, and that's all the signs of ignorance, of not knowing. Let's think about all of the hate, all of the anger, all of the destruction in this world. Think of discrimination, think of racism. It all starts with ignorance, a state of not knowing, being afraid of the other, of the unknown. And so that graph really helps me ground the two sides, the light and the dark, the knowledge versus the ignorance, the faith versus the fear. We have a choice at any moment, which side, which mind we're going to engage in. So if you find yourself in a dark state, a state of not knowing, a state of fear, anxiety, worry, depression, feeling like you just want to disintegrate, what's the remedy? Shine the light, get some knowledge, start studying, open up a book, listen to a podcast, go reach out for help, call a therapist, get a life coach. Shine the light. There's always a remedy. Always remember that. So if you find yourself in a dark state, move to the side of understanding, of knowledge, of light. That will build your faith, that will put your body at ease. And remember, faith and fear both demand that we believe in something that we cannot see. It's just easier to fall into fear because that's how we're programmed. It's easy. It takes no effort. Faith takes a muscle, but we just need a little willingness. It's not that hard, honestly. Focus on what you love. Focus on what makes you feel good. Surround yourself with good people, good messages. Get yourself in the right community, in the right environment. If you have any questions, please reach out. I look forward to seeing you next time.